Stoleny TV, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of Edmonton Oilers discussion here on the channel this afternoon. And, well, you know what, that first video of the day, there was a couple of us sitting there in the comments saying, man, we're hoping for some good news sometime soon here, either on the Oilers front, on the hockey front, on the sports front, on the world front, right? And you know what, we'll take a small marginal victory where we can get it, because this one, you can call it a small marginal victory in the middle of pause season, but realistically, this is just what had to happen. This is, of course, you know what, locking up what you drafted in the second round, stole it, 38th overall, and my goodness, you know what, after the season he's had in the queue this year, I have got to imagine there's at least 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or 11 teams in the NHL who are kicking themselves for passing up on this guy in the first round. So let's get to it, ladies and gentlemen. As of about an hour ago, I was watching The Highwayman. Maybe I should explain. Normally I'm right on, like when news breaks, I'm right on it. Well, I was watching The Highwayman on Netflix because it's all isolation weekends nowadays, and it's the hip thing to do is just sit on the couch and watch some Netflix. Not that it's any different than what I was doing before. That said, the Oilers have signed forward in 2019 38th overall draft pick, second round snipe, Raphael Lavoie, to an entry-level contract. So this one's good, this one's dandy, this is good, this is exactly what you want to see out of the Oilers. You know what, like I said, they're at 50 contracts. Now the thing is, the discussion earlier is about college free agents, right? College free agents typically would need a spot to play this season on that 50-man list. Thing is, right now, as it sits, Raphael Lavoie signed to a contract, entry-level contract, beginning next season, as far as I understand. So let's maybe double-check that and get to that, because in 2020-2021, Raphael Lavoie will be slated to start his pro career with the Bakersfield Condors. So he's in at an $870 entry-level contract. Now, he's also waivers exempt and all that fancy fun stuff. So Raphael Lavoie, again, a guy, like I said, if you're looking early to start last year, or this year, as to who could make the Oilers roster out of any of the prospect pool for 2020-2021 that no one really had on the radar making it, I said the guy had to be Raphael Lavoie. Well, you know what, legitimately, he's one step closer to that, right? Obviously, pro camp will be a big part of his September, fingers crossed, and we'll see what carries on there. But now, the big part is, I think, let me check a Twitter here, because if it is correct to down here somewhere, it is simply put that Raphael Lavoie has a late birthday, so he is, this according to Daniel Nugent-Bowman of The Athletic, he's a late 2000 born player who's eligible to play for the Bakersfield Condors next season. So ladies and gentlemen, why that is so important to me is because look at how this pipeline's working, right? Each year we get an absolute hyped up prospect down in our AHL system to talk about. This year, all year, it's been Evan Bouchard. Is he doing enough? Is he doing too much? Should he get called up? Should he get sent down? He got called up. He got sent down. What is he going to play any games? Is he getting a pro paycheck? That's the fun we've had with Evan Bouchard this season. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? If Raphael Lavoie has a great camp, maybe he makes the team, the NHL team, right out of camp. More than likely, similar to Bouchard, he goes down there and he's an absolute driving force on the Bakersfield Condors. Now, yes, earlier in the season, maybe Bouchard not so much, but man, give him after Christmas, and my goodness, look at what Bouchard's done, and that's what those players do. That's what guys that you develop right do. They don't get better game 1, they get better game 2, game 3, game 4, game 10, game 15, game 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. That's how development works, and that's what has me personally so excited about this whole Raphael Lavoie signing is let's go back to the draft, right? A guy who is hyped up to go middle late first round. Now what I mean is middle late. I don't mean middle too late. I mean middle late, right? Pick 24 to about 28 is where I expected, and what I think I remember hearing guys on the television sets say Raphael Lavoie was expected to get drafted. Well, all of a sudden, he's still available day 2 on the board. The Oilers have the 38th overall pick. Yeah, that's Raphael Lavoie. We absolutely stole him. And, ooh, was that not just the best thing of that draft? I think for those of us that weren't super hyped on Philip Broberg, and to be honest, I'm still not 100% super hyped, but you give it a shot and we'll see where it goes. But Raphael Lavoie, man, that was the one that made this draft for me. Raphael Lavoie made the 2019 NHL entry draft, the 2 days for me as an Oilers YouTuber. And here we go, we get him signed, and now we have exactly the same expected development curve for Raphael Lavoie as we did for Evan Bouchard. And I'm sorry, no matter how much you're still worried about Evan Bouchard, if you are, there is no reason to worry based on how the development curve's going. Good things take time. So, Lavoie, a little bit about him. Well, you see here, highlighted in the blue or red is, of course, the point total. 9 points in 32 games back in 16-17 in the QMJHL with the Halifax Mooseheads, who I don't need to tell you how much talent they've produced over their years. Then, 63 points in 68 games in 17-18. Then, 18-19, my goodness, 73 points in 62 games. You thought he was done. Hold on, he goes back to junior for another year. How about this? How about a total of 82 points? Yes, 82 points in 55 games. The guy's got 38 goals and just an unreal amount of assists to go along with it. 38 goals, 44 assists as well. So just absolutely nuts to see what Raphael Lavoie has done. A, with Halifax this year where he was earning an A. B, with the Chicoutimi Seguin, who he's been traded to and doing, well, excellent with. He went on a tear to start, and he is not slowing down is what these numbers tell me. And don't forget, he won gold with Canada at the U20s. Yeah, he did. I know Christmas time 2019 seems like it was about 10 years ago at this point, the way the world's going. But ladies and gentlemen, that was just this year. And, well, he won a gold medal at the World Junior Championships. So this is a guy that's coming on, highly recommended from Dolany TV, if I'm going to tell you anything. And a little bit for those of you that love the big body game, love being able to see a big man play a strong game. Those numbers suggest a big man is playing a strong game. But how about I just go out there and get you a little bit of information on what a Raphael Lavoie is sized at. How about this? 6'4". Oh, yeah, 6'4", 196 pounds. And the kid is literally only 19 years old. I'm sorry. As a guy that's gained about 15 pounds since 2 years ago, and that's I still, like you see me, I don't know where I hide it. The development is best to come body wise and playing wise, and let me tell you, if he develops anything like Evan Bouchard did this year at the AHL level, we're going to be fine. We're going to be dandy. We're going to be great, and it's not even going to be funny, because now you also, what I'm missing here, there's one other guy we're missing somewhere in here. My goodness, where is he? Come on, somebody usher the name Philip Broberg as well. And that's kind of the unknown here, because the plan, right, obviously to send him back to Sweden this year. So that's good. We got that done. Now, you talk about it next year, right? Hotshot defenseman from the first round. Hotshot winger from the second round. Yeah, it could get absolutely fun. And don't forget about Peli Rastanen as well, who could possibly come on in from the college ranks next year, depending on how things look. So yeah, this is getting good. You know what? In a little bit of bright good news and a little bit of bleak times for us as Edmonton Oilers fans, as the old ball, she starts rolling. right? Think about who we're losing off of the non-roster next year, and let's just go back there for a second, shall we? Because this non-roster is going to tell you everything you need to know. So Ryan Kuffner's a UFA or RFA next year. I think we re-sign him. Right now in the minors, a contract that won't be renewed. Marcus Granlund. You've got Nolan Vesey, probably won't get renewed either. You've got Cameron Hebig, probably not renewed either, unless they're looking at keeping him around in terms of a more veteran presence, but I don't know, at 24, are you calling that veteran presence at the AHL level? Thomas Yurko, who knows what's bringing on for the future for him? Brad Malone, again, year-to-year kind of deal. You've got Josh Curry, Colby Cave, year-to-year, who knows kind of deal as well. So there's a lot of room in the AHL to find some guys from our drafts of the past few years and get them into the lineup. So it's getting good. And guys, you know what? As much as we still have a season left unresolved, the hype train for next year is, well, just taking a significant boost up through the roof with the signing of Raphael Lavoie. Guys, I'm Tyson. This is Stolany TV. Thanks so much for tuning in for the third time today on a Saturday. I will catch you in the next one.